Hello and welcome back to the next game between JonSlow and DraCoNT. Celts against Mayans. That should be an interesting one. As Celts and Mayans, of course, both AOC civilizations, and ooh, that's not too nice. As you can see, JonSlow picking the sheep too early. And I guess both civilizations are quite good on Arena and maybe situational. Not sure what's the better civ here. I guess if you're allowing the Celts to go post-imp, then you might be in trouble, as the Celts should be better there, but Mayans are really strong in the early ages. So this could be an interesting game, and looking at the maps first, this could be tough for JonSlow. Actually, like a piece of stone wall here and a few more here, you would have a really nice layout in space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of stone wall. Then you would secure that extra gold and a third gold outside. The main gold on the side here for him. We have the second gold on the other side is outside. 2 sheep yet to pick up. He's going to find them. Yes, there is 1, 2 relics close to his base. There's one in between the two players. You can see they're quite close. The deer almost on one spot, not really entirely, but it's not so far apart. And I guess this could favor DraCoNT actually. And DraCoNT accidentally, I guess, deleting that wall. Maybe he wanted to free his wood line here, but you shouldn't delete those walls. It's a little bit of bad luck. There is not a tree here. The map really awkward, to be honest. Really uncommon, maybe. So let's see how the players can adapt to that. We have the main stone for JonSlow safe in the back. That second stone, that's the one I'm missing. It's forward actually. And you could see the deer on the corner outside. JonSlow might even try to lure the deer from DraCoNT in, but I think he should be able to see his own deer. He might be able, yes, he can see the deer from DraCoNT. He can see the relic in the middle. So he knows DraCoNT is quite close, and I think that's where JonSlow is headed. Or maybe he's going to take his own. Let's find out. Is he going to push deer now? 18 population, that would make sense. Is JonSlow going for a trash this time? I hope not. Luring deer means he's not going for trash, I guess at least. I hope so. And that means we're going to see a game that is not just happening in feudal and early castle age. As for DraCoNT, he's also not going to trash here. I hope at least going for 22. He's actually clicking up really early, so this might be some sort of trash game. I hoped he wouldn't go it for that, but as you can see, he's going to stone. Let's see his map first. Main gold on the side, someone in the back here, actually not too bad for him. Main stone, as you can see, forward, and then the other resources forward, outside. Second gold, third gold, second stone. So it somehow makes sense to go for the trash build. 940 is a nice field age time. He did not go for loom, and there's the wolf attacking the villagers, but 3 villagers, that's enough. And of course, you're going to see the trash here. We might see the villagers going back to take some deer later on. It's possible at least, but JonSlow is only now realizing this, or I guess, maybe he was expecting it, but I don't think so. He's going for loom before clicking up to feudal age, a nice idea. And DraCoNT going 3 villagers once again, and is doing that first tower. He's not sending 5, it's not the fully committal or full committal tower rush. It's more of a let's be annoying and try to go to castle age in a reasonable time. At least that's my guess here. Queuing 5 more villagers, they will need a little bit more time than just the straight FC, of course. And he should maybe try to go for those deer as well. He could send villagers forward. JonSlow in the meantime starting to wall up everything. As you can see, houses coming up, palisades on the other side. Main gold, 2 villages there, 5, 6 farms coming up and running soon, and 3 villages on stone as well. Not sure if that's a reaction to the tower rush. He should be able to see that there's only 3 villages, not 5, and it's not a full committal tower rush here from DraCoNT, but he is going for that defensive tower, of course. Actually 2 of them, so it did make sense to go for the stone here, I guess. And also with the Celts, it's not bad to go for stone early on. You want to have your 3-4 TCs usually, and maybe a castle even to get some vote orders if needed. Now DraCoNT is going with a wheelbarrow upgrade here, and his resources looking quite good. He's got 3 villages on stone. I guess he wants to go for a castle in the early castle age. And with 8 farms up and running, 7 actually, sorry, and 4 villages, 3 villages and berries, he should be able to click up to castle age within the next 2 minutes if he really wants to. He's not really going too much for the villagers. He built 1 tower. He made JonSlow build a bunch of houses, palisade walls, 2 towers actually, and now he's just taking the deer as expected. So DraCoNT actually the really nice strategy against JonSlow, who doesn't really recognize this one. And I think with JonSlow getting wheelbarrow, they both should be able to go up to castle age very soon. DraCoNT is almost there with the resources, building market and blacksmith. JonSlow pretty much the same thing. He's got the buildings that he needs, and we're going to see the click from JonSlow JonSlow first actually, but only 7 seconds behind is DraCoNT, and villager-wise only one difference, so that was an interesting strategy with the defense and attack here. JonSlow now with a good amount of wood in the bank, as the Celts of course still have that wood bonus. 3 villagers on stone, he will be able to go for at least 2 extra TCs, and 2 villagers on gold to get a monastery and some relics in, I guess. And we have DraCoNT with the villagers still in the middle. We have that Eagle Scout and the Scout Cavalry still around. Are going to attack now? Yes, there is a bit of a fight, but of course there's the towers, and JonSlow cannot really follow up to the tower. Now DraCoNT has enough stone for a castle. Once he reaches castle age, he will be able to go for that castle immediately. He might be able to go for an extra TC if he wants to. He's got enough wood to go for either monastery or maybe a siege workshop, but I think we're going to see a forward castle maybe around here. Next to that house, the tower is offering good protection, and I think even, no fletching done, but even with fletching, that castle should go up. TC coming up on the main gold, siege workshop as well immediately, but there's that castle from DraCoNT on the way, and I don't see a way for JonSlow to stop this castle. He could go for a tower maybe, but he doesn't have this. No, he has the stone, but he is only going for the mangonel, and this mangonel won't really do a lot, in my opinion at least. He's got a villager outside. He actually built those stone walls that I expected. Very nice to see that JonSlow is realizing I have a weakness here. And the mangonel is moving forward, but the castle is on 90%, and DraCoNT just dodging one shot. He's losing one villager here. The castle is up, mangonel down. And now DraCoNT can go for plumed archers. He's actually on the way to Imperial Age. That was a very interesting strategy. Didn't see it coming, but I didn't really pay attention to the gold. I saw a lot of villagers in gold, but it makes total sense to go for the fast imp here, as the Mayans fast imp can be quite strong. Plumed archers are cheap, they can do the damage, and now with 1 or 2 trebuchets, of course the tower will go down over time. The TCs and the siege workshop will fall. Fletching on the way for DraCoNT as well. It's university coming up, and a siege workshop is expected. You might be facing a ramp push very soon, and JonSlow is going with 2. Oh, sorry, that's DraCoNT. 1, 2, 3 TCs as expected. 5, 6, 7 villages on stone still. Wants to go for a castle maybe, but it's not really a good idea. And other than the fact that he might need Vote Raiders against the plumed archers here, but DraCoNT has a really, really nice Imperial Age time here. 9 plumed archers. Now he's not spending any more gold on the plumed archers. I guess he wants to save up for a trebuchet here. And he's got 11 villagers on gold. He's got 4 plus 4 villagers on wood. Can he afford a trebuchet? Yes, he can. Nice timing here. Good amount of resources to get brace in. Wow, this was perfect actually. Nice play from DraCoNT, and I think JonSlow, even though he's with 3 TCs and 2 mangonels, he might be in trouble here. Market coming up in the back as he's losing the market in the front. JonSlow apparently wants to have a market to keep his economy balanced. The question for me is, what military units is he going to go? Is it just mangonels? Might not be enough here, and DraCoNT now going with the second trap and then more plumed archers on the way. He's still on stone, so he could go for a second castle, 5 villagers in the forward stone here, and that second castle could be really deadly as JonSlow might be out of gold soon. Could go for the gold on the left hand side. This is not attacked, not sure if DraCoNT can even see it. He did not scout it, so that might be really helpful for JonSlow, but now DraCoNT moving in with plumed archers. That's the thing that's happening now, and 4 or 5 villagers repairing. The mangonel is not going down, and DraCoNT needs to go back here, but now with the trebuchets he has deleted that main TC. JonSlow is going up to Imperial Age. He's using the TC in the back. He's got a castle here, going for another siege workshop. Plumed archers moving forward. Let's see what DraCoNT knows about the map from JonSlow. He can see the main gold will be gone very soon. Can see those 2 golds on the outside. He's missing 1 gold here that JonSlow still could take, and now there's a mangonel from DraCoNT as well. JonSlow still repairing those mangs, but ooh, that was lucky from DraCoNT here, going for the 1-for-1 in the end, and JonSlow really busy trying to repair those mangonels, micro against the plumed archers, and DraCoNT is using his 2 trebuchets and going with the forward castle now on the main gold. JonSlow probably realizing, oh damn, I'm out of gold pretty much, and he should have seen that gold, but he did not go there, and he was in a very tough spot as Vote Raiders wouldn't really do a lot here. He had 62 villagers and 2 mangonels plus, I don't know where's the other military unit. DraCoNT with a really nice early trash, but not a committal trash, and then going for the fast in with the trebuchets and plumed archers. I guess that's how you're supposed to play Mayans against Celts. Really nice study for me. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.